延びることができた。I mean, I joke all the time we could host a 50-man tournament in our sleep at this point. Like, the space is keyed up for it. It's so easy. Like, we have so many people who help make it happen and make it run smoothly. We haven't like had a test our metal in a while, like a big one.
Do you have moments during events where you're like, why did I do another one?
Yeah, every time actually. Sometimes people say TOing is like a thankless job. That has not been my experience. The first tournament that we ended up hosting, Indian number 1, it was 52 attendees. It just popped off. Like, people really loved the branding and everything like that. And I remember, like, I was, anxiously checking the Start GG like every day for a month, like, and just seeing the numbers grow and grow. And just,
I had a lot of events experience. Kyle had a lot of playing in brackets experience, and that's it. Like, we had never hosted a tournament. Corey had to host an intervention for us, basically, like 5 or 6 in these 50-man tournaments, people coming from Nova, from Maryland. It was going late and people had to drive back, so it was like, I'm gonna like walk with you guys through all these steps, like, so that you can understand it, and then we can like make it better. And like, there was just at some point a pretty unspoken like, we need to figure it out, or like, this is not sustainable for us to keep doing.
There'll be enough space. It became more established as a tournament, like, got some numbers.
You know, some people would attribute the It's.You, It's Melee rise in popularity to good marketing and publicity brought on by a high quality stream, but that is just me saying things.
I mean, it was like people would come up to us and just pouring gratitude. Shout out to Vermin and Uda Buddha, like, genuinely, like just that kind of support is like a big, part of what kept me going. Because like, when I doubted myself and I said, like, I'm not cut out for this, I'm not good at this, but it was just everybody was telling me otherwise. It's like, well, if I'm doing this ultimately for the community, then it's like I have to trust what they're telling me.
It's like kind of my day job and my night job, like hosting events and doing all the coordination around events. But for something like this one, I mean, it's seating out of region carpools to not have conflicts. It's, with twice as many setups as we normally have to get. Like, just a whole extra staff members worth of stuff that comes with this one. I know that we're capable, and I know that there are 15 people on every single Indium Sunday, not the same 15 ever, that are willing and want to jump in and make it better, and there's this sort of rapport that gets built among like all the helpers that's just, we all want the same thing. We all are willing to be a little uncomfortable or be a little annoyed or go without a meal for a few extra hours so that everyone else can have fun. It's all I want, like, is for people to come and have fun. We have grown as TOs so much, like, since the last time we had a big one. Like, we've learned so much. We've deepened relationships with so many of the people who help us. This one's all for Kieran's going away is the reason this, like, popped off so quickly. Like, he has, from day one, been part of the reason that anyone came at all, helping us promote.
I said, Indian, Richmond, you need to come to this event. And everywhere I went to Tennessee for Warehouse War. There's a South Carolina carpool I met there. I went to Card's Basement in Atlanta. There's an Atlanta carpool from there. There's a carpool from Philly that I met at Creed. Like everyone, like I went out and I spread the gospel, and now everyone's making a pilgrimage back here.
So it feels like a really cool way for us to show how much growth there's been since the last time we had a big one.
But I don't know. I'll get up as early as I can bring myself to, but also I need my beauty sleep, especially it's going to be a long ass day.
Crash out narrowly avoided when I came in the hallway and saw that shit in there, but
Melee, I don't know how to explain. Melee was the first thing that I had, I guess. Growing up, I moved from sport to hobby to hobby that I would pick up and put down after 3 to 6 months. And then when I found Melee, it was that became my thing. So that was new. That was the first.
Need to get plugged in. What the damn hell? There's fucking 65 weeds in this building right now.
Yeah, running events, Kay is very at home in front of the mic. That's what they do. That's what they love. That's what they're good at. It's not really the case for me. So
You know how it parallels with Melee for me, actually? I just had a very informal mentality coaching session with June at our last fest here, where I was talking to him about how I struggle with if I'm playing against somebody and I could maybe win, and then I see them start to sweat, or I see them start to shake their head because they're playing like shit or whatever, I can't do it. I can't. It makes me, I get so stressed. I feel bad for them. I know they want it more than I do. And June, literally, he was like, oh, so you're struggling with empathy. Yeah, I don't really do, that's not really me in bracket. I'm not really worried about that. I was like, I don't know how to not do that. So being in charge of an event like this, where the results affect people's ranking in the season, affects what kind of vibe in the car ride home. If the food truck doesn't show up, there are just so many ways that people could have a bad time at the thing that I am asking them to come do. And it I'm gonna start crying. Hold on.
stale beer first thing in the morning.
Is that what that
It really gets me locked in even more.
It does have a.
It smells like India.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a really special place right now.
This is the biggest one ever.
I think the best part about Indium has nothing to do with Melee. It's just about the people who come around it. It's just so sick.
And it's fucking Richmond.
There are carpools from Northern Virginia, Southern Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina. Everybody comes together.
The friendships, the boolin', and the culture.
Baby Rat, Ego Dilate, and Kush Messiah were the only good TOs at MDVA.
I'm gonna cry again. Okay, partially this is an 11% beer.
It's wild. I don't know, a quarter of the people here. And that's crazy for me. I love Indian. Yay!
Stuff like this truly shows how Melee is. I have never in my life would have thought Richmond would ever get a tournament this big.
It's a monthly, but it's got the same feeling as some of my favorite regional tournaments. It's really a good time.
It's light work for Junebug here. It's another day in the office for the GOAT. He won the first Indium, and he's about to win this one.
I've cried about 5 times today, and I feel like I still have a big one left in the tank.
We're not done. Don't
I got a big one left in the tank. Right now, I feel like I can't imagine not doing it.
It went that smoothly, huh?
Smoothly isn't the word. It started out going really smoothly, and it kind of went off the rails at some point, timing-wise.
Took way longer than I had hoped, but this is a realistic time for it to have ended. It is what it is. There are too many human elements that account for a lot of error. But I don't think fucking anybody is upset that it went as late as it did. Everybody who had to leave early was probably watching the stream in the car the whole ride home.
I think this is as big as Inyam can get. I think there's a world where we run a bigger tournament, but it wouldn't be Inyam, you know?
I used to think it would be really sad if a decade down the line I was still doing the same thing. I was like, like I'd regressed or something, like I was stale. But like talking with everyone and catching up, it's like I'm realizing everything else in our life has grown and changed, and we're like all completely different people. Like we've grown up in the community, we've grown with the community, and we've grown the community. But Melee still brings us together at the end of the day, and I think that's really amazing. Like talking with people who have like old friends who have like completely new lives, completely new genders, and it's like we're still here. Like we're still fucking here playing, and there's still one thing left uniting us, and I think that's really beautiful, actually.